what it's like to evacuate during a California wildfire. It's scary. It's stressful and it's anxious. I wouldn't wish for anyone to have to go through that. Even for a second, to think that something so destructive and so out of your control can impact your life in such a great way and even hurt people in your community. I've never experienced anything like that before, and I wouldn't want to. There's things you can replace, people you can't. They die, they're gone forever. Hello, I'm Vera. I'm 16 years of youth, and I'm an aspiring singer-songwriter, performer, and musician. This is my personal take on my family's evacuation during a recent fire in the California wildfire season. The one that impacted my city the greatest out of all occurred on October 26th at 7:54 a.m. Here are its effects as informed by the government on October 31st, 2020. Like any good story, mine has a beginning, a middle, and an end. The beginning. Let me just say, when I woke up, it was one of the windiest days I think I've ever lived through. Thank God my window was closed, because if it had been open, I think the net in my window would have just blown out. That's how windy it was. It felt like my house was the house in the Wizard of Oz, like it was about to blow away. And because it's a windy day and I can't think of anything good that happened on windy days, I kind of woke up with a bad feeling about the day. That was a little suspicious. At 7:52 a.m. I left the gym with my friend and I looked up and I noticed that the color of the sky was absolutely insane. It was mind-boggling. It was yellow, so you know, that says a lot. So I sent this Snapchat to my group chat talking about it because I was concerned for a second. I posted this on my Instagram stories. Like an aspiring singer-songwriter, performer, and musician, my main concern was practicing. We had kind of discussed evacuation in my house that, you know, might be a possibility. So I was already packed for 3 days and I went downstairs to play the piano, and the air quality was getting so bad that in my house where all the windows and doors were closed, I had to wear a mask while I played the piano. People from my school had already started evacuating and they were, you know, telling others to go too. We couldn't. My family was separated. My dad and my older sister, they were at work in God knows where. I don't even know. I think like more than an hour and a half away from us. So in the house, it was me, my younger sister, and my mom. My mom was working at the time and she had like conferences scheduled. So it was really stressful for her because she didn't really know what, you know, we were supposed to do. So as we were separated at 12 p.m., we got an immediate evacuation order notification. Yep, the middle one. It looked like the middle of an apocalypse. For real, I have not watched a lot of apocalypse movies because it's just not my genre. Things that you see and the state that the world is in, that's what it looked like. Ugh, yuck. Remember how I said that it was so windy that I felt like the net was gonna blow out of my window? Well, funny thing, it actually happened to my sister's window. Her window net got blown out. My mom, she went to my older sister's car, and as she was going to the car, I was looking out the window. And I saw a trash bin. It was trash day. How convenient. It flew across the street. Like, can you picture yourself a trash bin just flying across the street? I can. We grabbed our stuff and we skedaddled out of there. It was unsafe to breathe that air that was in our house, so we just... Here's what I posted on my Instagram stories. Yep, that's what it looked like. My mom, she had to like speed through the street because trash bins were just flying right and left. And you know, if one were to hit her car, that would pose an issue and a dent. So, wearing our masks, half of our family made way from Orange County to my oldest sister's apartment in Long Beach.
Видео контент снимаю. Хочешь сводку дать?
Колхозники приехали.
Get this. My oldest sister has a 2-bedroom apartment. In it live her, her son, my nephew, and their cat. Mom, son, cat. 3 members of the family. My immediate family is us 5. My mom, my dad, my 2 sisters, and I. It was 7 people in a 2-bedroom apartment living together. Let me just say, it was quite an experience and definitely a family bonding time. Little to no privacy, we made it work. I know that for me, the whole time I was stressing. It was pretty bad. I was on the verge of tears. It was very like, I just felt anxious, stressed, scared. There wasn't a whole lot of update on the house. So, like, we didn't even know if our community got impacted or if our house got burned. Thinking about the house burning, my first thought was, what's gonna happen to my home recording studio? And I'm like, shit, Vera, why are you thinking about that? Because, like, you know, objects are temporary, you can replace them. But I was like, I put so much of my, like, financial resources and my time resource and energy into building my home studio, and, like, my camera's gonna burn, everything's gonna burn if I were to reach our house. Then I just had to keep reminding myself that we were all safe, and that's what mattered most. These things you can replace, people you can't, they die, they're gone forever. I was sad, I was anxious, I was sad, I was stressed, but I wanted some normalcy. So you know what I did? As we were evacuated in my oldest sister's 2-bedroom Long Beach apartment, you know what I did? Homework. Yep, I did homework. I worked on my English essay. I brought my art supplies so I could finish my art project. Turned out pretty good. I got 97%, just saying. And so we ended up spending the night. My older sister and I were going to go to the gym the next day, but we didn't even make it to the building. Hey, stretch break. These aren't even real glasses, but before I resolved the much awaited suspense, I built it up real nice, I know. I want to remind you that I do in fact have social media. Crazy, right? So unusual in the 21st century for 16 years of youth to have a social media. All my social medias are over here. Please feel free to check them out because Instagram saw it first, and so did TikTok. Yep. Now, let's carry on to the suspense. I can't wait to see what happens next. Can you? Middle 2. As I was saying, we didn't make it to the gym. The gym was packed. There were lots of people at the gym. That's the comedic relief I'm providing, because I sure as heck needed some. Basically, there was a line wrapping around the building. That's how many people there were. And my sister, the one I went with, she said it's because all the gyms in LA County were closed. So people must have just went to Garden Grove. But the very exciting thing is that we encountered the sunrise, and only then did we go to the apartment. The sunrise was absolutely beautiful. It was staggering. As a person, I can't go without working out. Like, I get tics if I don't work out. So I had to, and plus, school was canceled. Yeah, they shut it down. The materials that I had for my workout were my oldest sister's, the apartment that we were staying at. She had a yoga mat, jump rope, which, side note, she's 5'3", I'm 5'7" and 1'8". Her jump rope gave me whiplash. It was real nice. Like, my legs were red the next day. Actually, I'm lying. I don't even know if they were red. I didn't really look, but I felt it. Let me just say, it was painful like a bitch. Yoga mat, jump rope, and she also had resistance bands, which were great. The one with the biggest thickness, it was real thick. Could feel it. And I had to create a modified workout. But the most memorable thing is that jump rope. It definitely whipped me up. It was real nice. The next thing on my agenda was homework. That's what I planned to do. School was canceled, and a little good student me started doing homework that was accidentally assigned before teachers took it down. And I turned everything in. Yep. The highlight of the day was our working situation, for sure. So get this, my mom, she's tough. She's like a life coach, psychologist, social media person. So she was doing her live stream, right, for her account, in my older sister's bedroom. My dad was sitting on the balcony. My older sister, whose bedroom it was, she was sitting in my nephew's room. And my nephew, it's not really a room, it's like a space. So it has a curtain. Then all 4 of us, me, my older sister, my younger sister, and my nephew, were just chilling in the living room, doing our work. And so sharing a living room with 5 people working at the same time. My older sister, she was like on a Zoom class. So was my nephew, and then I was writing an essay. It was tough. By the way, my nephew, he was in his PE class, and the teacher told him to crumple up a piece of paper and throw it in the container. Yeah. But mi padre kept checking my city's police department Twitter, and the end. We went home.
What's the pain?
was around 4:30 p.m. when we made our way downtown. And it was actually the first day of my collaborative music/writing class, which is really exciting. I love it. Yeah. My message is, please stay safe and appreciate every second that you are safe and healthy. Ad astra, to the stars. Yeah. See you Fridays at 7 and Tuesdays at 11.